let's look slowly. Gonna look through all the patch notes. We're not gonna just skip to Kled. Remember when Marauder Kled took long too? Yeah, too. That shows on the same thing. Extended patch. Caitlyn. Who cares, bro? When Caitlyn targets an enemy marked for a W. Okay, so they're just putting back her headshot resets. What up, Harry? Wish me luck on my test later. You got that shit, bro. That's free. You don't need luck. You got that shit. Thank you, brother. Ping difference. I'm actually the fastest chatter in the West. Camille nerfs. They're not very big though. Her W will do a little bit less damage, and her E has 2-second long cooldown at max rank. Same early though. I don't know what Camille's max order is now. I feel like a lot of people still max Q on her, but I don't know for sure. Yeah, those nerfs are pretty much nothing. Her Q is unchanged, you know, Divine Sunder's unchanged, so doesn't really matter. Her base stats, her passive, all that's it is unchanged. High Noon Kled waiting room, that's what I'm saying, dude. Ivern buff. Yeah, it is a huge buff. For forever, pretty much forever. As long as Krugs have been split up, Iverns usually never do their Krugs. They usually just leave them and give them to their top lane or whoever, or their bot lane, whatever side of the map they're on, because he wouldn't get any of the golden XP for the small ones, and that's where most of the golden XP is on the camp. But now he gets everything, right? I'm not sure if this is everything, or I think it is, or if he just gets more than he did before. He used to only get 25%. Yeah, true. The Scuttle nerf too. I think Ivern with Glacial is pretty good. I think they usually go Airy or Guardian, but I think Glacial Ivern's actually pretty good. Probably just take too long anyways. Yeah. But they're worth a lot. But for Ivern, yeah, you have to mark it forever and then you don't even get anything. Kayle buff, let's see. Passive updated. The distance of the waves launched by her basic attacks. So at level 11 and 16. Oh, I guess the waves weren't following her auto range. So this is pretty much just for lethal tempo. Because you're never going to have rapid fire cannon on Kayle. Don't think so. So this is pretty much just for lethal tempo. Okay, the moment of truth, bro. I was already happy with the changes, but it's more than we saw. It's better than what we saw. Let's see what they wrote. Paint Kled has been optimal. Okay. Because the massive bonus HP is from Scroll. Adjusting how his health is calculated. However, this will nerf some of his bruiser builds, so we're buffing his damage and cooldowns to compensate. We'll keep an eye on the Cantanker's duo after this change to moderate equal. Okay. So basically, this is all you need to know. He gets a little bit more HP per level. A little bit more HP per level mounted. You know, Skarl, this is the same change we saw before. Skarl's base HP is gonna count as base HP and not count as bonus HP like it did before. Other things the same, items are the same. Remount should be more consistent. You know, the way it is now, it like varies how long it takes you to remount. Like once you hit 100 courage, it's not always the same amount of time it takes to remount. It's like RNG, but they're fixing it a bit. You know, I'll see how it is in game, but it should just be more, you know, same kind of timer every time instead of just being a coin flip. Respawns at full health. Let's imagine having to see this shit in my fucking face, bro. Kled now spawns with full health. Thanks, man. Thanks, man. Anyways, that's another bug fix. Yeah, they didn't tell us this one. This wasn't in the preview. It's not in the preview, dude. They lowered his W cooldown by 1 second every rank, lowered his E cooldown by 1 second every rank, and then his E gets 5% more AD ratio, bonus AD ratio on each cast, and it's 2 cast. So it's pretty good. So it's just a big buff. Well, Titanic Hydra is hella nerfed. Stoneplate is hella nerfed. Pretty much the only things that are relevant, unless you go the Sunfire build, because that shit is also bonus HP. So for non-tank Kled, it's Titanic and Stoneplate are hella nerfed, but for everything else, it's buffed and bug fixes. 2 bug fixes in this patch. I don't know if there's more below. Let's say. No, it doesn't look like it. Oh, sound effect? Sound effects? Okay, because some of his skins are still audio. I don't know why Kled always has audio bugs, dude. Well, there's more bug fixes next patch, but... Because this patch, they didn't show... What are the other bug fixes? Let me check. What are the ones that they already said they were going to fix, but are not here? Let's see. Oh yeah, tower dismounting. Sometimes you get shot by the tower, even though you go untargetable. That's supposed to get fixed. That's not just a Kled bug, though, but that's supposed to get fixed in 12.1. And what else? There's another one, I think. I built Stoneplate every game. Yeah, Stoneplate was pretty core for like Bruiser Kled too. They did just recently make the item 200 gold cheaper. But yeah, it's still gonna be a good item on Kled. For sure. Like, it's not like it's just trash. It's still gonna be good on him. Some people act like they're like, oh, item's unbuyable now because of the HP change. Still a good item. Not unstoppable and ult sometimes. I don't think they fixed that one. That happens a lot when you target people. You can get CC'd out of your ult a lot. What up, Brendan? Yeah, they also buffed his W, bro. History in the making. 2 bug fixes, 2 buffs, 3 buffs, 4 buffs, and then 1 nerf. We call that a good trade where I come from, bro. We call that a good trade. Does Kled's remount take less time now? It's not that it takes less time. The way they phrase it made it sound like his remount is just faster. But it's really, the way it is now in the game, when you hit 100 courage, the time it takes you to remount is like RNG. It's not consistent. Sometimes it takes a little bit longer, and sometimes it's a little bit faster. Because it's like based on like the server tick rate, and it's like, you know, it's the same thing they did with Vi recently. Like in one of the last couple of patches, they fixed like Vi's knockback, like her CC timers, to make them like consistent instead of RNG. It's the same thing with Kled, because some of these old champs have that shit. They fixed the bug on Q Gaming True Sight. It's not just a Kled bug, it's a stealth bug. Like, Akali's not getting revealed by anything. Let's see. Fix a bug, control words. What's in that? Well, this doesn't say anything about True Sight. I assume it would get fixed this patch, because there's all these other stealth bugs fixed. But it doesn't say anything here. But oh, here we go. Here we go. Abilities that gain true set of enemies will properly reveal invisible units. It was a bug with stealth in general. Alright, and true sight, I guess. So, looks like it's fixed. I was assuming that's Kled too, because Kled has 2 abilities that give true sight. So, assuming it's fixed for him too. It wasn't just him. What other bugs are here? Talon. There's a lot of bug fixes this patch, dude. If Mordekaiser uses R while Vi was pursuing him, she would be stuck in her ultimate until he returned. That's pretty funny. Fix above her affiliates, but sometimes get stuck in an A pose, not a T pose. Yo, slamming salmon fillet. Thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Thank you very much. Hope we're doing well. Alright, no, I didn't read all the patch notes. Yeah, I stopped at the Kled. Back to the Kled, bro. This is hype. Why am I even playing today, bro? Just fast forward to tomorrow, man. Fuck this patch. No, this patch is hype. I'm talking about my current patch. Skip this patch. Okay, let's see what else. Twitch. Same thing as Kayle. So it's just if you have lethal tempo, you'll get some more distance on his ult bullets. Makes sense. Samira. Ult costs no mana ever. Cool, that's cool. My ult costs no mana too. What did they say for her? Few things feel worse than running out of mana. Yeah, I'm sure that's true. This mana cost is really designed to control an early wave clear. Were people ulting waves in lane that often? I guess that makes sense, but since that hasn't really been a problem, well, because it costs 100 mana. Okay, well, whatever. Urgot. One last day to play tank Kled. Bro, have you ever seen me playing tank Kled, bro? You'll not catch me playing that shit. Urgot. Urgot's passive shotgun, same thing with lethal. But who's going lethal tempo Urgot, bro? That's kind of cool, though. But I don't know. I don't think you would ever actually go lethal tempo, right? Yeah, it's pretty. It sounds trash. It sounds trash. It's just like a bug fix, I guess. don't know if that was really a bug though. It says Mistwalkers. Oh really? Oh yeah. I wonder if they said the Maiden too. I guess I'll see. Where's everybody ever run out of mana on Samira? Bruh, I don't know. Oh, Archangel is just casually 400 gold cheaper. Dude, honestly, this item, I feel like this item is garbage. But it's 400 gold cheaper. That's a huge buff. I swear, every time I built Archangels, I'm like, I wish I didn't buy this. I've only used it on Silas, though, so I don't know how it is on other champions. But every time I buy it, it feels garbage. But 400 gold cheaper, it's like it's a huge, like an insanely huge buff. When does the patch come out? Tomorrow morning for NA, my time zone. It usually comes out at like 5 a.m., 6 a.m. EST, NA. Another cast buff. Cassin, like every Cassin is just going the tank one. The tank tier item, Fimbulwinter, whatever. It's just a stupid name, but they all go that one. I mean, maybe they'll start going this one though, depending on the game. But that one, the tank one's probably still better on him. I don't know, but 400 gold is a huge buff. It's a huge buff. I'll try it again on Silas more. Axiom Arc, okay, 5% reduction. I mean, I wonder if they fixed the Ultimate Hunter thing. I'm about to check. They didn't fix it. I mean, maybe they did fix it and it's not mentioned. I feel like the reason the item seems like way better than it is because if you use it with Ultimate Hunter, it's like it doesn't consider your Ultimate Hunter reduction at all when it refunds your ult more. So if you have Ultimate Hunter on like Zed, Nocturne, Pike, and then you have this item, bro, you literally just spam your ult. You can ult multiple times in like no time at all. Cosmic Drive, this shit got hella nerfed. 10 less AP, 50 less health, less move speed. They fucking hella nerfed that item. Crown, 10 less AP. Okay. I mean, they didn't change the damage reduction at all, but 10 less AP, bro. There's like no AP in these items. The healing part of Archangels makes it feel better on champs with mana toggles like Karthus, Singe, and Mumu, but those champs don't really need the ability haste. Yeah, and like, yeah, I don't know. On Sinjin and Mumu, like, can you even really put it in your build? I mean, maybe for 400 gold cheaper. Even Shroud. Okay, they didn't nerf it as hard as they did on the preview. On the preview, it was this, and it was something else. I think. Maybe it was just this. Maybe I'm wrong. I feel like this is better than I remember it getting nerfs in the preview. Actually, let me look. Let me look at what the preview put. I swear there's something else on the preview. Let me look. Even Shroud. Oh no, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. They just split it up on the preview. Well, that item is pretty OP, so it should have gotten nerfed. The Kled buff talk. I'll scroll back up at the end, but they buffed his W, buffed his E, they buffed a lot of things. And then nerfed his bonus HP. Removed the interaction, I should say. This item got hella nerfs. I don't know why. I guess this item was OP. I didn't really think it was OP, but I guess this item was just broken. They nerfed the base damage and removed the HP scaling. What the hell, dude? Was that item that broken? What do you think of the CD on W? Dude, I'm hyped. They didn't put that shit. They didn't tell us about that change. So his W is gonna be 1 second shorter at all ranks. His E is gonna be 1 second shorter at all ranks. E is gonna do a little bit more damage, a little bit more HP per level. Bug fixes. So good, dude. It's so hype. The only things that get nerfed are Titanic and Stoneplate. Stoneplate will still be good. The only problem with Kled is how it's still cringe that you have to buy Wave Clear. It feels so hard to play without Wave Clear. Like sometimes I'll play and I won't build any, but I can only get away with that if I'm so fed and I have so much AD. It's cringe that you have to buy Wave Clear because Ravenous is like kind of a garbage item. And Titanic doesn't feel that good either. I know, I guess they just really don't want to refund his QCD. Because we lost 2 seconds on it, and in exchange we got 1 second on W and E. So it's like we got the 2 seconds back on the other abilities. It is weird though that they just left the Q. Instead of they could have just done that. I mean, I'll take it though, I'll take it. I mean, you can get a lot of haste now with like a normal build. Like, it's not hard to get a lot of haste, especially since I usually run Transcendence. You know, if you go Cleaver, Yomu's, you know, Stoneplate gives haste. Like a lot of haste, a lot of ways to get haste. Nerf the fucking frog champ, yeah, the catfish. Okay, Conqueror buff. So they're just partially reverting the nerf. It's still nerfed. It used to last 6 seconds, so it's going to 5 now, and it used to give a little bit more adaptive force than that. I think it was up to 5. So it's just like partially reverting the nerf. It's fine. I only go Conquer on Kled anyway. Just better a little bit. The duration was the biggest nerf, so 1 second more is nice. Glacial Augment, dude, this rune is so broken. It's so broken. What did they do? The base slow amount is a little bit less, but it has more AP scaling, more AD scaling. Twice as much AD scaling. Bonus AD though. So okay, so it has a little bit lower base slow, but it has way more scaling. I mean, that has to be a buff, right? Well, who goes Glacial and doesn't get any of these stats? I guess like if you're like a tank support, you wouldn't have these stats unless you go Redemption for that. Well, I feel like it's more of a buff than a nerf. But I guess a lot of tanks were running it, yeah. So for them, it's nerfed. That's honestly the most I've seen Glacial was on tanks too, I think. Okay, buffs. Should give Bruisers another viable keystone, maybe. Mage has been abusing every single one except for Guardian. I mean, they get there's lethal tempo now that a lot of Bruisers go, and they didn't nerf it very hard. You know, it's going from 90% attack speed to about 80%. I mean, that's definitely a nerf, but I thought they were going to nerf it more, to be honest. AP Cho mid sometimes takes it. What, Glacial? Oh yeah, I've been going Predator Cho'Gath, but I'm kind of trolling. I like Predator. Oh, they're nerfing Predator, though. A little bit less move speed. 15%, I guess that's a good amount. And it takes a little bit longer to ramp up. I mean, Ingenious Hunter's the same, so... Yeah, they could have went all the way to 70%, and that's still a lot. It's still a lot of attack speed. I mean, you have to remember, like, if you're fucking like Irelia or Gwen, like, some of these chances in lane with that much attack speed early game is crazy. Dragons. Support Aatrox with Glacial? Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Now people were going Glacial on like regular Aatrox too, like unironically. Last patch, or this patch. Current patch. Temporarily doubled selection. Oh yeah, I didn't know about this until a couple of days ago. Apparently they made the new dragons twice as often to show up, like for the map, right? I didn't even know that was a thing until a couple of days ago. But yeah, apparently they're just to test, quote unquote. They both Kled W too, yeah. Kled W and his E, 1 second lower at every rank. That's hype, dude. That's huge. We take those. Where I come from, we take those, bro. Hemp tag Drake. Okay. Buffing the regular dragon, so not the soul. And then when you get the soul, if you're revived, you have a new indicator on your health bar. Okay. Hextech Drake 6, so it's instead of 5 haste, 5 attack speed, 6. Alright, dude, 1 more haste block. Honestly, yeah, 5 haste and 5. That sounded kind of ass. I mean, it still doesn't sound that good, but whatever. Early game, it's kind of good if you get like 1 early, like it's your first one. No. Ultimate Spellbook. Oh, game mode. Yo, why they take out these ults? Who the fuck was... Maybe nobody was picking Gen ult. Or like, Rel, it's actually pretty good. Maybe that one was too OP. Why are they so afraid of making this Q at least -1? Yeah, I don't know. That was like probably the biggest nerf Kled got. That was like a directly to him and not like some item thing or whatever. We got the 2 seconds back, but on the other abilities split up. I don't know. They don't want to do the Q, I guess. System changes, don't care. Okay, ARAM, I don't care. Melee champs, I main ARAM though, so let me read this. Melee champions' basic attacks will now deal 20% bonus damage against minions. I was about to get hyped. I don't give a fuck about that, dude. More damage to towers if you're AP. AP melee though. Okay. Let's see here. Echo. Okay, don't care, don't care. Champion nerfs. Any Ashe nerfs? Question mark? Not enough. 15% less damage. Not enough. Not enough. Ashe is so cringe on ARAM, dude, and she's in every game. It's so cringe. Oh, she just goes Comet. Fucking mandate. It's so annoying, dude. Stop. Alright, what other bug fixes are here besides the Kled one that I saw and the True Sight one? Health bar. New visual effects have been added to player health to indicate when it shields. Well, we'll see how that looks. Sometimes when they add new effects in game, it's like really ugly. We'll see how that looks. Guardian Angel. Just if you didn't know, Guardian Angel is going to be a little bit better on Kled. It's as far as I know, it's the only thing in the game that scales off of base health. I don't see anything else in the game that scales off of base health. I was trying to look because now Kled is going to have a really high base HP technically, because all of Skarl's HP is going to count as base. So I was trying to see if that would matter. It doesn't matter for anything except for Guardian Angel, because Guardian Angel revives you based on your base HP. So it should, or it will always revive you full HP dismounted instead of missing some HP. So maybe I'll buy it more often. Ari. Splasher has been updated. Okay, nobody cares, dude. Varus. Sound effects. Kled skins. I haven't been using any Kled skins. It says... I just wanted to say, man. How dare you put this, bro? Several Kled skins, yeah? Several Kled skins? He only has 3 skins, and one of them doesn't have any different sounds. I don't want to hear this, bro. There's several Kled skins. So all 2 of them, then. Pissing me off, bro. Swear. Fix a bug where Kindred cannot mark the Chemtech or Hexite Dragon. Wow, that's a pretty big bug. Fix a bug where champions would briefly flicker. Okay. Is Mistwalker? It doesn't say his maiden though. That's more important. When you take the portal, your maiden doesn't follow you. She has to like walk to you, but she's really slow because the maiden gets more move speed. All your pets do. Get more move speed when they're near you. I'm gonna go GA first item. Yeah. Fiddlesticks effigies from all over the map will no longer warp with them. What the fuck? Death recast has been fixed to properly report. Okay. We read those. You would not get sudden impacts bonus magic pen lethality upon exiting camouflage. Yeah, stealth was like all kinds of bug this patch. Alan use R and targets himself. No, targets an enemy with his range Q while he is rooted. What is going on, dude? So many Talon bug fixes. Fix a bug where Talia would not be able to use her passive for the rest of the game if someone broke her Banshees while she was in her passive. Wow. They fixed revealing it. Yeah, that was it. Dude, that was a dumbass bug, bro. That was so dumb. I'm surprised that one didn't get hot fixed. You literally just could never see a Kali or like Kha'Zix ult. This shit was so broken. Fix a bug where affiliates with I already read that. Frozen Heart would incorrectly count as being in combat by just owning it. Okay. Like Sean could sometimes not recast W if he was low on mana, even though the second cost is no mana cost. Rengar could sometimes cast W in Zhonya's. 8p Rengar, dude. Hard nerfed this patch. Okay, well. Upcoming skins. Trash, dude. Trash. Garbage skins. Well, it's a pretty good patch. I like this patch. Obviously, I like the Kled buffs. Outside of the Kled buffs, what's like actually interesting in this patch? I don't care because I already got what I wanted, but I mean, Samira got a pretty big buff. Archangel's got a big buff. I don't think, and then this got hard nerfed. Other than that, it wasn't too many crazy changes. But I mean, this is like the last patch. This is the last patch of 11, season 11. The next patch is going to be 12.1. Another Ari skin. Bro, Ari gets a skin every week, bro. We already know that, bro. We know that. We know how it goes. She gets a skin every other day.